Starting off kind of slow. Starting off kind of slow. Need to go ahead and make quick work of this. Why do we look so... Oh my god. Jeez. This is how they really want to start the game off. Let's go ahead and get him out of here, man. I don't understand why the whole... Playing out from the back, I guess. So I don't understand the slow starts here. It's the same thing that happened against. I don't know, man. Appreciate the follow too, man. We're already starting off kind of slow, and it's looking exactly how we started off against Greenville. Jeez. Just trying to move something forward up the field, though. Not bad. I mean, I think we need to go ahead and get an early goal. All right, let's go ahead. A very lackadaisical first 10 minutes, very similar to how we started against Greenville. Which, I mean, I guess it's kind of to be expected since this is a completely. What's it still? I mean, McCoon's in the lineup, so definitely expected us to be a little bit more together, I guess. Maybe the confidence, maybe we'll grow into the game, though, so it's still early. I tell you what, though, if we aren't careful, we will definitely come out of here with an L. I really don't have any complaints so far Um, aside from us not being as brave on the ball, possibly. I think starting 11 was fine, is fine. I possibly would have started whoever isn't going to start this weekend. So if he isn't going to start Shiggy this weekend, maybe I get him some more minutes. And the same with Yosviak. And that right, Pip. What are we doing? What are we doing? I can already see how awful is definitely playing up higher, which is fine, I guess. I mean, with Jones and CDM, I guess he can cover that position if awful is going to be pushing up the field, which it looks like he is. Ooh, what a great touch! Daniel Rios with a nice link-up play with Yordi Reyna. I think it would do Daniel Rios a world of confidence for him to get a goal here. I still think we look a little flat-footed. If we can just somehow remember to mimic our home form away, I think we'd be a really, really good team. But for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to happen. Guess we're just gonna take it slow, which I'm not opposed to. But if we can get a goal before, yeah, Bender on the bench, I was kind of confused at that as well. I personally would have started him. I think when you talk about these cup games, I think this is a great opportunity for us to get our younger players some minutes in game time, real game time situations, and some of our newer players some game time minutes. And I get Bender is definitely an important part of the starting our first 11. However, I think when you're dealing with a young player, you get them as many minutes as possible because they're young. It's not that they have a lot of miles on their body, so the more playing experience, the better. They're definitely giving us a little press here. I mean, I think that's just the way modern football is played. Everybody has somewhat of like a mild press. They definitely aren't pressing like, Liverpool or Man City, but they're you know, making us work to get the ball up the field. Just be patient, break them down. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. I guess it's kind of like you could go either way. I definitely would understand why you don't want to risk anybody major in your starting 11 in a cup match. Salute to the Mint City Collective out there making that trip up to Richmond. Yeah, yeah, you definitely can't take that risk. These are still professional players, and I think we kind of learned not the hard way, but against Greenville, I think we definitely underestimated our opponent. I think we kind of went to the game with a little bit of arrogance, and sure enough, um, we went the extra time. That's how we had to get the win the hard way. So you definitely can't underestimate anybody. I mean, that's why you play the game. Um, Anything can happen. Yordi Rain definitely impressed in his little cameo this past weekend after taking Yedlin's ankles, and that was just filthy. So hopefully, he gets worked back into the starting 11 too. We have, and it's not a. This is like a great problem to have. We have a lot of attacking options going forward now. So it's like a good headache to have, whether you want to put on Yordi Reyna or whomever, Yozviak, Shinyashiki, Bender. We have players out wide now and even through the middle. We have choices, and having choices is never a bad thing when it comes to managing a football team. But I would say the first 20 minutes we definitely have been, holding possession. Haven't really made much of it so far, and you know, Richmond is definitely going to sit back, soak this up, and play us on the counter. And as long as we don't do anything silly and we play small, as soon as I say that, they, sloppy passes. So, you know, there's always that. Just be a great opportunity for us to keep trying to keep getting these clean sheets, man. Definitely help the defense out with some confidence. It's kind of a foul was kind of, I guess. They're playing kind of direct though, so Just stay focused. I feel like we have some of the goals we give up there, like mental lapses almost. They're definitely trying to cross the ball in. Go ahead, counter that. Push it up the field. Rain up the field. Let's go ahead and make something happen right here, man. Another sloppy pass. Breaking on the counter, and then we get sloppy passes, man. What this is Mark's doing right there? Oh god, that's just kind of silly. Just don't give him anything cheap, man. They're just gonna dump the ball in, hope for something to happen. I ain't mad at it. Get the ball in the danger area. You never know what can happen. I would like to see us be a little bit more clinical in the final third today. Make something happen. I mean, having possession is fine. However, if you're not gonna do nothing with it, then I mean, the other team won't score. However, just hold on to the ball, get nothing done. It's not a terrible, tactic. Just break the defense down slowly, but you actually got to make them pay for it. Oh god, that was. And Derek Jones is wow, wow, offsides. Jeez, they are playing the ball directly over the top, and they almost, they actually got the ball through, but he was offside. So yeah, he's slightly offsides, but I mean that was a good pass. McCoon was ball watching. That's what I mean. You got to stay locked in, man. You can't just sloppy touch. Sloppy touch. This is what I mean. If we're gonna, counter, let's make something of it. Don't be afraid to try something. Corner. Let's go ahead and make something of it, man. Put that pressure on him early. Get him out of here. Let's stop playing with him. Ortiz with the corner. Another corner. Goal kick. Jeez. They're just playing. Wow. They're playing the ball right over top, being very direct. And they put a great ball in. And I can't tell if Mark's got a fingertip to that or it just hit the bar. But fair play to them. They're being very. McCoon, what are you doing? It's a great ball. I think Mark's just got a fingertip on that because if not, that was going in. Yeah. Fingertip save. Marks with another goal line save. Gee, what? It's like we're rattled all of a sudden. And I knew that was going to happen if we didn't come out being brave and showing some confidence. I knew sooner or later Richmond was going to get their chances, and they're starting to look very threatening. Jeez. Corner Richmond. We got to withstand this little frenzy right here. Gee, that's really. I don't know how he didn't. All he had to do was not. He didn't really get good contact on that. It's a good save from Marks though. So, but we look like we're on the ropes, and they're just dumping crosses into the box. They're definitely growing into the game now. Gee, all right, let's make something happen right here. That's what I'm saying. Let's be clinical in the final third here and not giving the ball away. Sobensinski giving the ball away. We look rattled right now. So first 30 minutes, I would say we have been controlling possession pretty consistently. That's a link up play right there. Well, giving the ball away. I think we've controlled the ball pretty consistently, possession wise. However, we haven't really made much of it. And actually, Richmond has had two really good opportunities here within the last 3-4 minutes, which require great saves from Marks. And if not the first fingertip save, that's probably a goal. And then he had to save from the player, shooting right, getting the touch right in front of him. And the player doesn't really get good contact, fortunately, because if he does, that's probably a goal. That's why we need to go ahead and be a little bit more aggressive and make something happen here, because I can see them nicking a goal, and that'll be that. Wow. Wow. Great play. Goal. Daniel Rios, 1-0. Set up from Mackenzie Gaines with the initial crossover. And I think Reyna actually gets the assist from the deflection initially. And I want to tell you, Daniel Rios needed that goal. And that's what we needed to really start trying to take control of this game here. Great setup. Yeah, awful over to Mackenzie Gaines. Gaines with the cross over to Rios, who kind of heads it. Great save. Yordi Randon then puts it back into the danger area. And, of course, Daniel Rios just has to place it in the far corner, and he does just that. 1-0 Charlotte FC. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good goal. Good goal. That was that's what the kind of stuff I'm talking about just right there. Like, let's make the most of controlling the ball in in the final third. Get the ball in the danger area, and you never know what can happen. And because um, Mackenzie Gaines crosses the ball to Rios, great header initially, but their keeper makes a good save. And then Yordi Reyna puts it right back into the danger area, and we're at 1-0. But now let's not give away anything cheap. Um, I mean, they're being very direct and putting the ball. You put enough crosses into the box, something is going to happen. Let's go ahead and make it two, man. So let's finish out this half strong. 1-0. Um, again, I don't think we'll concede anything. Well, let me not jinx us. I'm not even going to finish that statement because I don't want to jinx what we got going on here. But let's just make it into the half with a clean sheet to start the start that off, regroup, come out for the second half, and now we know they're going to be chasing the game, so we can look at things a little bit differently, and the game should be a little bit more open, which should suit us, definitely. Um, that's what happens when you get that first goal, man. You make the other team chase the game, which does things in your favor. So now they can't sit back for you know all of the second half or even the rest of the first half because they got to get a goal to get back in it. So that should provide us some more opportunities going forward to make something else happen and start running that checkup, running that tab up. Well, I am curious to see what changes um, Miguel is going to make at halftime. Play it forward, get it through. Great ball. Just a little bit too much from Daniel Rios. Richmond turned the ball over and Rios picked it up, but put a little bit too much on it up to TT Ortiz. And they're definitely, Richmond has to come out of their shell. Point blank, period. Yeah, they're trying to press up forward now. Which again, because they having to be more open now, we're starting to see those holes open up on their back line now. And that's twice where the pass was just a little bit better. The pass probably ends up making it through, and we at the very least get shots on target. We just got to take advantage of them now moving, pushing people further up the field. Oh wow, Marks had to be sharp there. I mean, they're going to get their chances. We just have to make sure we are in the right positions to handle it, or even be in positions to not even let it get to that point. Um, and while doing all this, we need to go ahead and get another goal or two. I assume he'll make changes at halftime. What changes? I'm not sure. Um, Derek Jones has been very sloppy. Some of his passing has been off the mark. Um, but yeah, I'm curious to know what changes he's going to make at halftime, if any. I think everybody, for the most part, I think the passing has been okay from the back line. Uh, it could have been much better, can be much better. And we need to capitalize on the 1-0 lead. And look, they're very open now. We just need to capitalize off of it. I'm glad Dan Rios got his goal. Definitely should help out with some of his confidence going forward. Anytime you're a striker and you find the back of the net, has to be a good, a good sight to see. And I wonder who actually is being the leader on that back line today, because a couple times McCoon has been a little bit not necessarily out of position, but I'm curious to know who's actually making the calls back there, trying to keep everybody together, keep everybody organized. Which I would assume it would be McCoon, but he's been out of position a couple of times, and that just leads me to believe it's not him. So I don't know. It shouldn't be too much extra time added on. Just a goal, no subs, no injuries. So corner, no, throw in. Overall, I think we've had a very um, even with the goal thing, we just played okay. I think us scoring has definitely Richmond has opened up a little bit, and we've had a couple opportunities if the passing was better to get more shots on target. Definitely dominating possession. I just think we need to be a little bit more creative in the final third, and consistent in the final third. Not giving the ball away, making the right pass. Um, making sloppy passes in the final third is really a waste. You got to know what you're going to do with the ball. I tell you what, Rain is very north and south, and you gotta like a player who drives the ball north and south. Not a lot of dancing east and west. He knows where he wants to go, and he just goes and he makes things happen. And now Richmond with the late counter. Wow, if he plays the right, wow, that's really selfish. That's really selfish on his behalf, because they had numbers and they had a guy actually back post that was wide open, but he goes for the glory. It is what it is. First half, Charlotte 1, Richmond kicker 0. Um, Definitely an interesting first 45. I guess I'll switch over during halftime and be back start of the second half. All right, I are back. First half was definitely interesting, and I agree, Levi. It's definitely cool to see all the fans who traveled up to Richmond. And Richmond is about 2 hours from Durham, so I assume that's all of about 4.5 hours. People who are from Charlotte who made that trip. Something I just looking at these stats here. I mean, yeah, we've dominated possession. They have more shots. We both have two on target. Two of those, both of their shots on target were definitely fingertip. Well, the first one was a fingertip save. Um, the second one wasn't fingertip, but it was more of a goal line save. If their player gets better connection on it, they definitely probably score first. So hopefully, I'm curious to know if we'll make any subs at halftime. Tactically, we saw how they started playing a little bit differently after they went down by one. They were being a little bit more open, which led to us having more opportunities. Oh man, sorry. They had a coach pass. Sorry to hear about that. That always sucks. That's always rough. Yeah, looking at these first half highlights, Marks with that fingertip save, and then the goal line save definitely keeps us 0-0. And then the cross in from Gaines to Rios with the deflection. Now Yorda reining it back in, ball danger area, goal, Daniel Rios. That's what I mean by making the most of our opportunities. You cross the ball to the danger area. Rios heads the ball to he heads it on target. Keeper makes a good save. Deflects it back out. Yorda ran puts it right back into the danger area, and boom, we're up 1-0. Some of these match stats, though, they've had more shots on shots, which I just mentioned. Each team with two on target. This second half should be a little bit more open for us because they should be chasing. They should be chasing the game. I mean, it's a cut match, so you lose and go home. So they should be trying to make something happen, which should benefit us. We just have to take our opportunities when we get them. All right, let's get it, man. Let's go ahead and put them away. I definitely agree. We can't be too complacent to start the second half because they're going to be hungry for the goal, and they've made a switch, a sub. Wow, wow. Why? Got to stay locked in, man. What the French toast was that? Oh God, Harrison knows that. I don't even know who that was, but it kind of slipped and jeez, that's not really the way you want to start the second half. But at least I didn't get anything from that. All I can say is wow about that one. Yeah, I think we need another goal. I think if we get 2 goals, that probably does win it for us. Definitely 3. One, I'm not sure though, because they created some pretty decent chances, so I could absolutely see them scoring at least one. We got space right now. Decent. Um, you like to see that shot on target, but that's still decent. Let's make something happen here, man. Mm, oh my God, Mackenzie Gaines is. Oh God. Yeah. I mean, I think he just got a trip there, but I'll take the free kick. I mean, I guess they kind of got tangled up, so I mean, it's a foul, I guess. Corner. Again, these first 15 or 20 minutes are important. We could, put the game away here and definitely make them open up and be a lot more expansive. Nothing from that. What is Santos is playing out really high? Just be sharp, man. We don't need any kind of mental lapses. Wow. They're hit. Wow. 1-1. What did I say? These first 15 minutes are going to be crucial. And here we go. That's sloppy is all get out. What is that? Sloppy clearing. Lackadaisical defending. Like what is that? That's Sobocinski with the deflected in. Sobocinski with the half clearance deflection. 1-1. Here we go. I mean, that was just a matter of time. I mean, playing sloppy out the back, lazy defending, lazy clearances, and now they're right back in the game. Sloppy passes. Sloppy passes FC. Two one. That's how you get it back right there. Yordi Reyna. That's how you get it back right there. That's how you get it back right there. 1 goal lead still is not enough for me. I think we need, we got to shoot for 3. Wow. Very direct. That's what I mean by being more clinical. If you're more clinical in these situations, just get in the danger area, you'll make stuff happen. And just as we had lazy clearances getting the ball away. So did they. Yordi Reyna being very direct. Great link up play between Yordi Reyna and TT Ortiz. It looks like it's a good finish. 2-1. Now we can't switch back off, and just like that, Richmond has to be right back, being wide open, which we need to make the most of it. We just got to make the most of it now, and not get caught sleeping. And the game should be a little bit open now. It's very back and forth, very up and down. So let's go ahead and make it 3, and we put our foot in their necks and just get them out of here. Like, we gave up a sloppy goal, but we were fortunate to get it back just like that. So let's go ahead and capitalize, and make the most of it. Because being up only one goal is not enough, not at all. And we were fortunate to get that goal back very, very fast. But that just shows you, one goal lead is just not safe. Doesn't matter who you're playing. You got to respect your opponent. So I think 3 goals probably wins it for either team. So I think if we get to 3 before they get to 2, I think that might put them behind a little bit too much. However, I do know the larger the league gets, the more teams have less to lose, and you can be a little bit more dangerous. So we'll see. I'm curious to know. I'll tell you. I'll say this. We showed great resolve there. We didn't hang our heads after giving up a poor goal. We got right back on it and got the goal back fast. But now we have to stay locked in. So they made their second sub. I assume we'll probably make some sub around the 60th minute. One would assume. I don't think he wants some of these players to go to full 90. Giving up was offsides. Giving up cheap. Can't be giving up anything cheap. Whoa. What's going on here? Make the 3-1? 3-1? 3-1? I don't know what happened. We played, there was offsides, and fair play to whoever played the ball fast. They were not switched on, and the Richmond players are livid, rightly so. I don't know what happened right there. They called offsides, and we played it fast, and they only had one. It was a 3-on-1. Wow. Wow, yeah. If the Richmond, I'll take the goal for sure, but I definitely understand why the Richmond players might feel like they got ousted right there because wow, that's shocking. And just like that, the score is 3-1. And the Richmond players are still looking for answers here. Fair play. I understandably I would be mad if I was a Richmond fan right now. Um, that's very interesting. So now, um, in the 60th minute here, we're up 3-1. I expect some subs to happen soon. You don't want to say the game is won already. However, they're chasing 2 goals now, so barring anything ridiculous on our end, we should see this game out with potentially more than just three. And yeah, Mackenzie Gaines 4-1. Oh my goodness. Jeez, and just like that, this game just got out of hand. Uh, wow. Jeez. Good night. Ouch. Wow. That free kick. Jeez. This is my kind of game. Very. Let's run the score up, man. Get some confidence going into the weekend. Um, you kind of feel for Richmond because I mean that third goal was kind of, um, they got caught slipping. They had the offsides and we played the ball fast. And ended up scoring off a fast break or a counter attack. Um, and Mackenzie Gaines makes them pay again. Um, you know, nothing. This is a run. This, you want to show good sportsmanship here. However, um, let's take this confidence into the weekend, and already coming off the 1-0 win this past weekend. Let's keep this going against Montreal. But boy, that I definitely understand why the Richmond players might feel like they got ousted there, because that was rough. Um, and then after that goal was given up, everything just kind of fell apart. Shinya Shiki on for Daniel Rios, and I'm curious to know if this is going to lead to a formation change. But Andre Shinyashiki on for Daniel Rios. Yeah, yeah. Gaines should go ahead and go for the hat trick, especially after that shenanigan he pulled against Colorado, not passing the ball to Swiderski, and even I think last week where he tripped over himself. I don't know, but yeah, a hat trick would yeah, Reyna. Oh wow, Reyna is slowly showing. He's very. Um, I think we've kind of lacked a little bit some creativity in the final third, and even some critical decision making skills. Situations like that, and he's fair play to him. Like I said, he's very north and south, and he likes to make stuff happen. And more importantly than that, he does make stuff happen because he's not afraid to make the pass. Where I think sometimes people get tunnel vision and they don't make the pass. So this should be a very comfortable game to see out, barring anything outlandish happening. I think, look, I'm all for sportsmanship, this, that, and the third. However, uh, these are big boys, man. Like, I don't want to say run the scorer, but I mean, this is a real game, and if we get chances, we need to take them. I mean, we don't need to, let up on them because we don't need to let up on them because we're already up by three. Um, what's going on, Isaac? Um, if we win today, I'm trying to find the bracket. yeah, yeah, I guess it is run the score, man. I definitely want to see them run the score up. That's true. That's a good point, Levi. Um, you don't want to treat, you know, when you ease up and you start showing pity, then I think some players might look at that as a little bit more disrespectful than running the score up. Um, so barring anything stupid, I think this game is ours. Um, yes. um, definitely some good finishing, man. Let's make it an even five, a flat five. I guess not even five. I'm actually surprised that, and I guess maybe games prove me wrong here, but I'm actually surprised that his finishing today. Um, because I mean, for the first you know couple months here, to me, he has pace. However, his end product always seemed very eh. So hopefully, scoring 2 goals today is going to do him some confidence. Um, 20 minutes left. Let's go ahead and yeah, this game. Work on some finishing here. I can see that, Levi. I mean, to have, these are professional athletes. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know, making people look slow. His just end product wasn't there. We've got two subs coming on. Bender on. And Josviak. Bender on for maybe Alcivar playing off the left. And Josviak for Gaines. Interesting. So maybe a 4-1, 4-1. I'm watching the game on ESPN Plus. I think that's how you watch. I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can watch the game. Yeah. Wow. Ortiz, that was kind of selfish right there, man. That was kind of selfish. I think ESPN Plus and then maybe I think the Charlotte FC website too. I know they show some games on the Charlotte FC website. I'm not sure if this is one of them, but um, definitely on ESPN Plus. Nothing much in that. Yeah, that's surprising. Usually Reddit is you can find what you need off Reddit. Yeah, I think you can watch it on the Charlotte app or the Charlotte FC website if you don't have ESPN Plus. Okay, true that. I guess just on ESPN Plus then. Appreciate that, Levi. Yeah, Isaac, you missing the crazy game right now. I mean, we're up 4-1. However, the first half was very, I don't want to say bland, but we got the goal. And then the second half, they came out strong and they got the equalizer. And then we went up 2-1 immediately after that. And from there, things kind of got out of control. Um, they had an offsides, and we played the ball fast and ended up having like a 4-on-1, which led to the 3-1 score lead there. And Gaines scored. And then the fourth goal was just a counterattack and Gaines showing his pace. Sam, no, I'm actually from Durham. Um, so I try to go to most of the home games, but for me, that's still 2.5 hours, door to door. Um, oh wow. I will say we do have a lot of attacking options, which is always good. I still, oof. I still think we could use like that dominant box to box midfielder. Um, I think Derrick Jones is okay as CDM. Uh, but as far as like a true like box to box, I think a team could always use somebody like that. Definitely like what we're doing as far as who we're bringing in out wide and up at striker. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. I mean with ESPN Plus, I mean I think you get yeah I think was it March or April? I think it was March where we had like all those home games. I was like burning myself out, working and then driving to Charlotte during the weekend to come back. That was a very busy month. Uh, so hopefully, I'm trying to go to the game this weekend and then next weekend as well, since I have season tickets. Um, I try to make the most of it, and it's exciting to have a team here, locally that you can support. Oh, that's what's up, Nick. Yeah. Um, I never really thought like so many people would definitely be excited about having a Charlotte team. And, every home game, the lower bowl is packed. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's huge. Like, um, me personally, I'm like, games is so fast. Um, Me personally, I do watch Premier League. I'm an Everton fan, but it's not the same when, the team you watch is, across the globe. But with Charlotte, I definitely feel that like attachment because like I'm here and I can go to the games. I don't know. The next round, I think it would depend on who we play. Um, I could see us playing a very strong team against another MLS team. Or actually, I mean, if you're talking about the round of 16, that's usually. I could see us putting out a very strong lineup next round. Um, I think I don't know when the draw will be or who will be going up against next round. Um, yeah, um, Liverpool is. I mean, I keep it 100. Liverpool is definitely like. This is gonna pain me to say, but I mean, I think they're the best team in England. Even though I think Man City, they're probably gonna win the league this year. I think Liverpool is the better team. Oh, that's a crazy run this guy from Richmond just made. I think Liverpool is the best team in England. I think they're better than Man City. However, with City signing Holland, I think that changes things a bit. Um, but I definitely can respect what Jurgen Klopp has done at Liverpool. Ooh, the final, man. Look, I'll say this: Real Madrid play really well, but I just think Liverpool has too much for them. I think Real stole one. Well, I'll say this: I think City lost that game more than Real Madrid won that game. Um, but and I think Pep outthinks himself sometimes. I also don't think Jack Grealish was worth $100 million. It's not my team, so I don't really care that much. I'm just, I think he's a good squad player for Man City, but he shouldn't be getting the minutes he does at Man City personally. Um, and I think Man City lost that game more than Real Madrid won it, but I think Liverpool is probably going to scrape Man City just because, I mean, that front three, Salah, Mane, and Jota is just insane. And the fact that Jota has really taken minutes from Bobby, like, I always thought Bobby was underrated because he, when you're playing beside Salah and Mane, you're never really going to get the recognition you deserve. But, I mean, Jota just come in and he's been amazing. And I'm actually mad they signed him. And I'm mad they signed Luis Diaz, too, as we were linked with him. But our financial situation is stupid. Why are Chelsea crumbling? I don't know. I don't want to say they burned out, but I think they have some internal issues they need to solve and are trying to solve currently. And with them changing ownership, I think when you have players who are at the end of, I agree, Chelsea is a better team than Madrid. I think that when you are talking about players who are on contract and their contract expiring, like Rudiger, I think that to me is like the interesting part about football is there's really no incentive, especially when you're playing at that level and you know you're going to get another big move. There's no incentive to really like care. I also think Lukaku has been a bad signing. He should have stayed at Inter. Um, Honestly, I thought he was fine at Manchester United, but Manchester United is a very interesting place, and they ran out of 20 goal a year goal scorer. Granted, the kind of service Lukaku needs to get goals, you have to give him bundles of chances, and I saw this firsthand when he was at Everton. Like, he can score goals, but you gotta, you know, give him the ball. You gotta give him chances. And I don't think Chelsea necessarily play like that, where they're just gonna dump the ball like cross after cross after cross. Um, they don't necessarily need to do that because they have quality all over. Um, I'm curious to know what is going to happen this off season though. Um, I honestly could see, and I'm not a Liverpool fan, so I don't know the ins and outs of this. I could see Salah potentially leaving. The last I heard, there was like they were in contract talks with Liverpool about an extension. I'm not sure if that has been completed yet or not. Um, but I could see Salah, and if he does leave, it would only be the one play on one team, and that would be like Real Madrid. I think Mbappe is gone to the Real Madrid, so I think next year they could be really good. And on a tangent, that kind of leaves. I'm not sure what Barcelona is going to do. They've been in like purgatory. Um, they definitely weren't looking down the line, and I can't remember the last time I saw a Barcelona team that didn't have like an iconic player. They usually have like the next best thing up and waiting. Like to me, when they had Ronaldinho there and they had Messi coming on and like the, changing of the guard there. But here it's just like I don't know what like I think Fati is nice, but he's not like arguably the best player in the world. How you would say Messi was, or potentially Ronaldinho. Wow, 5-1. 5-1. Andre Shiki, that's 2-2 for him. Oof. Very, very. I'm happy. Make me happy. Make me smile. Nice. I'm very happy right now. Uh, Richmond was just kind of standing there. On to the next. Let's take this confidence into the weekend. Let's put up 6 this weekend. I mean 5 this weekend. Yeah, let's go for 6. Yeah, I think Andre Shiki was an excellent pickup. Like what I like most. Let me not say most, but what I really do like about Miguel is he's willing to try new formations and try different things out. And you have to love that because I cannot stand a manager who plays the same formation week in, week out. Now, if you're the best team in the league, then by far you're going to have teams catering towards you. But even still, you should be playing to the strengths of your team. And just because you use a formation like this one formation, that doesn't mean it actually suits your team. So I definitely like his flexibility. And I like the pickups. I mean, Swiderski, Josviak, Shiki, like we're doing something. And I like the players he signed. And we're actually building something here. And this is nice to see. Very, very nice to see. I think that this weekend we start stringing together some performances. Hopefully, it'll spill over to our away games. I know we do have our next 2 games at home. We take care of business there. Um, and then I'm hoping that that's a foul. That's a foul. I haven't watched Nashville play this year, so I don't really know much about them. I wouldn't mind playing Atlanta again. The banter back and forth is I think there's a small little rivalry starting to go on there. Wow, wow. I wish Gaines would go for the hat trick. Nah, why not? Whoa, so I'm looking at these scores. New England is up 5-1 on Cincinnati. Oh, what? What the French toast is going on there? New York City FC is up 2-1 against Rochester. Atlanta's up 1-0 against Nashville. Minnesota and Colorado are tied 1-1. And Omaha and Colorado are 0-0. So, I think next round for sure, I can see us putting out a stronger lineup because we'll odds are be playing against an MLS team. So, depending on when the actual dates are for the match, I could see him going with the starting 11. Oof. I like the way we've been, like the confidence though. I like that, man. I definitely, that was really one of my few criticisms I've had of the team was it felt like in the final third we were lacking creativity to actually get something, that little bit of extra confidence, and hopefully like with games like this, I think this is where you build that confidence, because who doesn't want to be a part of a team that just won 5-1? You know what I'm saying? Building that team chemistry, building that team confidence. Oof. Yeah, I'm a Duke fan. Yeah. Duke basketball. I've been to the Duke women's games a couple times. As far as the men's, it's like impossible to get tickets. Tickets are like outrageous, and they always sell out. But I've been to a couple of the girls' games. Um, Definitely, um, this whole area is rich at college basketball. Duke, UNC, NC State, um, Wake Forest, even though they're in Winston Salem. Um, am I forgetting somebody? Duke, UNC, NC State, Wake Forest. I feel like there's another ACC school I'm forgetting around here. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to talk about that Duke game where y'all got Coach K up out of there. But definitely a great win here. 5-1 Charlotte FC. That's how you make yourself known. Round of 16. I will see y'all this weekend. I think I'm going to the game. I'm not sure. I saw it was supposed to rain here in Durham. I haven't checked the weather in Charlotte. So I definitely might be at the game this Saturday. If it doesn't rain, I'll be doing another watch along. So that's how you get a win, get them up out of here. That's all I got for y'all, man. Be easy for the crown.